Namaste y'all, and welcome back for episode 2 of Breathwork and Brews, changing our tea drinking habits to incorporate breathwork from around the world. And this week we're looking at sleep and the 4-7-8 breath. But before we get into that, let's have a little recap of last week. So last week we did the box breath, the 4 in, hold, 4 out, hold. I didn't have high hopes for it, but it turns out I feel pretty positive this week, and I'm not sure if it's down to regularly practicing the box breath, the fact that I turned off the news, or that my YouTube channel now has 15 subscribers, which is why I've let my hair down, because I feel like some kind of messiah right now. This week we're going to be doing the 4-7-8 breath, which is said to lower your heart rate, lower your blood pressure, help with sleep, help with digestion, help with anxiety, help with stress. You'll start to feel physiological differences after doing this for about 2 weeks. Don't just take my word for it. I didn't get this information from some white crusted dready hippie at my local drum circle. This came from this guy. Old Dr. Andy, MD. He also says that this is a really good technique for cravings. So, you know, while we're on lockdown at the moment, boredom, I've found in particular, makes me pick up some bad habits. Eating cookies that I don't need. I'm drinking a lot more than I should do. So next time you feel the urge to have a large gin or a packet of crisps or roll a fat one or get out the crack pipe, well, if you're reaching for the crack pipe, chances are a cup of tea and some breath work isn't going to help you. But anytime you feel a craving, do the old 4-7-8. It should ease that away. After 2 weeks, when you will actually have a physiological difference in your body, you can add reps from 4 up to 8. But I find that it's better to just make the process longer instead of adding more reps to it. So, you know, hold for longer, breathe in more slowly, breathe out more slowly, instead of adding another rep on, another rep on. But yeah, nice one, Andy. Let's go and put the kettle on and I'll tell you how to do it. Right, so while our water's boiling, by the way, you may have noticed my boiling habits. It's good practice. If we only boil the amount of water that we actually need to use, saving energy and whatnot, that's good eco tea drinking habits. Join in, yeah, get involved. What we're going to do for this one is we're going to take our tongue and push it onto our soft palate where it meets the teeth at the front. Yes. And then we're going to breathe in through our nose for the count of 4. Which you should be used to doing by now. Then we're going to hold our breath for the count of 7, and we're going to breathe out through our mouth with a whooshing sound for the count of 8. And the whole time we're doing this, the tongue's in the roof of our mouth. And when we breathe in, we want to fill up the belly before we fill up the chest. So it looks a little bit like this. Oh, I forgot. Before we do this, we have to fully empty our lungs through the mouth. Right, so that's what it looks like. Let's stick our tea on and yeah, we give it a go, shall we? Tea's on the brew, you know how it goes. We've got 3 minutes until we've got the perfect cup. Because we're talking about sleep, I've got a nice chamomile tea that I'm going to be drinking. I also put a little bit of lemon and lime in with that. Bloody lovely. Let me know what's in your mug, won't you? If you're looking for brews specifically for going to sleep, chamomile, passion flower is a good one. Lavender, or lemon balm, which you can grow in your garden this time of year. All really good. natural sleep aids. If you can get some lavender honey, and when I lived down south there was a lavender farm, I can't remember where it was, on the way to Salisbury maybe, and they did lavender honey. If you can get lavender honey, put it in your chamomile tea, then you know, the rest is history. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do 4 reps of this. So there we go, that's it. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hold for 4, breathe in for 4, hold for 7, breathe out for 8. That's only 19 seconds. If we're only going to do this 4 times, that's 76 seconds. We're waiting for 3 minutes here. What are we going to do for the next 104 seconds? Well, I'm going to tell you about another little technique that I saw for a channel called 10 Minute Zen. And what they said basically was, vowel sounds, A, E, I, O, U, create white noise. So the technique for trying to fall asleep basically involves get yourself at a nice, comfortable but slow breathing rate, and on your in-breath you're going to say to yourself, Sa, and on your out-breath you're going to say, Om. Obviously, this is inside your head, so instead of like counting sheep or any of those other techniques, you're just gonna listen to the sound of your breathing, find your rhythm, and inside your mind, you're gonna start saying Sa, Om, Sa, Om. And I've tried this, so I've just done a big stint of night shifts, which is why this episode's a little bit late. And normally when I get home from work, I'm so wired on coffee and overtired that I find it difficult to fall asleep. And I've tried this for the last 3 mornings in a row, and it's pretty good going. So what I'm going to recommend is if you do the 4, 7, 8 3 times a day, so in the morning, the afternoon, and then before you go to bed, and then if you wake up in the middle of the night, cash in your 4th rep of the 4, 7, 8, and then when you're relaxed, try the Sa and the Om, and you should have a nice, well-rested sleep. So yeah, next week we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be getting out of our chair and getting some energy ready for our day. So make sure you come back and tune in for that. Please, if there's one thing I can ask of you to do, is mash the subscribe button, give me a like and a comment, let me know what you think of the videos, and if there's anything you'd like to see in them in the future. It lets this old hippie know that, that there's a little bit of love out there for him. So yeah, peace.